In 10 minutes, I'm going to break down how local restaurants add $30,000 a month without posting on social media every single day. There's 3 components you need to achieve this. Number 1 would be the influencer video. After you have the influencer video, you need to have a high converting landing page. And in that high converting landing page, you need to have a reservation system that shows actual tracking of your customers. So the first thing that we need to understand is the influencer video, the hook. The hook should spike the question where. What is it I'm watching? It should hold the frame of this looks good, where is this? What's unique? The next thing is what is the offer? So why should I then go to your restaurant rather than the restaurant down the street? Why should I take action now? This is the components of what makes an influencer video compelling. Now, once you've got that influencer video, you then need a landing page. So what does the landing page do? It's like the website pretty much. If I click on that ad and it takes me to the landing page, can I make a decision within 5 seconds? Is it easy to navigate? Is it mobile friendly? Does it align with the branding and gives me a sense of high quality experience? There's so many restaurant owners that are overlooking this because they just assume, it's a website, it'll do the job, it's just a calendar. If I clicked on an influencer video and you take me to a calendar, imagine what that would do to a lot of the traffic that you're spending, right? It's not going to convert because number 1, it doesn't show me or doesn't drive me that opportunity to obviously check it out, check out the atmosphere, the menu, the food, everything. It's just a calendar. And this is what most people do. The next thing is the reservation system, which I'll obviously show you guys in a little bit. So let's go into the secrets of an effective restaurant influencer ad. This is a very, very important component. It needs to tell a micro story. Every great ad follows a mini journey. Arrival, what's the place? Discovery, what's unique? Reaction, what's the feeling? And then the invitation, you have to try this. The storytelling beats showing random clips all the time. The food is the hero, yes, but you also have to sell the experience. Who is it for? Because when you go to a restaurant or where you go to a local takeaway shop, whatever it is, there has to be some sort of target customers. You have to know where your brand speaks to. You don't just show the dish, you show the vibe, the laughter, the crowd, the pour, the ambience, everything. People buy how it feels to eat there, not just what's served. So as an example, let's break down this ad that we've created for one of our clients. Now, let's look at the copy, right? Craving Chinese, but need it gluten-free. At Noodle Asia, we're shaking things up with Chinese food that's 100% gluten-free. So what are we doing here? We're showing the USP, the unique selling proposition. The next thing, again, is the first hook itself is you're craving Chinese. It's we're assuming what they're feeling right now, but they need it gluten-free. Wow, a gluten-free Chinese restaurant. That is the unique selling proposition of that. Whether you're after a quick lunch pickup or a cozy takeaway dinner, we've made it easy and safe to enjoy your faves without the gluten stress. No fluff, no fuss, just mouth-watering noodles, dumplings, and more. Click order now, grab your gluten-free fix for takeaway or pickup. Then the location is right there. It's already right there. The call to action is very clear. The copy itself is super important as well. Now, the next thing is let's have a watch of what that actually looks like. What's the first thing? Introducing of what is this place. The second thing is focusing immediately on the USP, unique selling proposition. Why should I go to this Chinese restaurant rather than the Chinese restaurant down the street? Oh wait, it's gluten-free. There is your unique selling proposition. The next thing is the invitation. You have to try this, you have to do this. This is what makes an effective influencer ad. Now, how do I know it's effective? Well, this video itself has already had 155K views organically, and we're still using this as an ad for our client. That's why we know it's effective, and I'll show you guys the numbers that we're doing in a little while. Going back into this, how do I know if the ad is effective? There is a massive difference between ads that are boosted and ads that are ran through Ads Manager. It's a huge, huge difference. Boosting posts, stop it. You should not boost posts. Boosting posts, it's literally like lighting money on fire. It's not trackable. Number 1, you don't know where your money's going. It feels productive. You'd probably only spend $50 here and there. You'll still get no results, and you don't even know when to double down, because that's the beauty of Ads Manager. It's not set and forget. It's set, look at the data, and then realize that you need to double down or change your ad creative. The beauty of running it through Ads Manager is really knowing what's going on. You can track which ad campaigns are yielding the results. It actually brings in the bookings or online orders. You'll learn what resonates with your audience through the CTR and the conversions, and you'll know exactly when to adjust and double down. Unlike boosting ads, where you actually literally lighting your money on fire, with running your ads properly and reading the data, it's like you're in a casino, except you're the house, because you know exactly what's going on. You can spend this much and you can predict based on the data that you're reading that, hey, this is what's going to be my return and this is how many bookings I'm getting. Let's double down on this because the hook on this one is doing really well. So how do we read that? Well, the CTR, which is what we call a click-through rate, right? This is the first metric that tells you the truth. This is the percentage of how many people are actually clicking on the ad. So if it's under 2%, your ad's pretty much shit. 4%, you've got attention. Above 5%, you're talking directly to whoever you're actually targeting when you're setting up these ads. There is that scenario. This is an example of this ad that we're running for this client. High CTR, but no bookings. That means the landing page is broken, or as an example, just a calendar where they can't actually make the decision because it's just like a calendar. So if people are clicking, but they don't book, the issue isn't the ad all the time. It's what happens after they click. That's why we build proper funnels, clear offers, booking forms, automation, all of that. Okay, let's look at through the actual results that we've gotten. So there's two campaigns here. There's online order and then regular booking. Let's look at the results. So 855 website purchases, online orders, right? We've only spent 6,000 and you got 855. Let's do the math. Let's say 50 is the average spend. Let's say it's $50. You can see here that the results are 855. You can see that, it's very clear. And we've only spent 6,000 for the month on just this one campaign, which is the online order campaign. Now, if you do the math, if the average spend per website purchase or online order is $50, 855 times 50, 42,750. That's just for the online order, right? And we've reached 119,000 people via spending $6,000. Now for the cost per result. Cost per result, you can see it very clearly here. For every purchase, it's $7. If every single average, purchase for the online order is $50, it's $43 now. You could live with that exchange. That's just the average of how much it's actually costing, or the cost per result every time someone purchases, okay? So now for the reservation side of things, 56 bookings, all right? 56 bookings, 3,000 in the ad spend for the month. Now, cost per result of 54, you could always argue that it's not ideal, right? Which I would agree, it's definitely not the best cost per result that we've gotten. However, what I want to also point out is the ads manager, when it comes to reservations, and especially in the restaurant game, it doesn't tell the full story. So you mean to say that we've reached 79,000 people and only 56 had booked? That means that there's people that actually potentially, high likely, that walked in with that 79,000 people that we've reached and 258,000 in impressions. Regardless, let's look at the numbers. 56 bookings times that by the average spend of $50, average packs per reservation. So per booking, let's just say it's 3, right? Because you're gonna get the fluctuations of sometimes there's 4, 5, 6, and then most of the time there's 2, or most of the time there's 4. So we'll just do a safe number of 3. Roughly, the estimate revenue for this is $11,200 for the month, just for the reservation, and we spent $3,000 for that particular ad campaign. So you do the math, you're still winning. You're still up $8K. If we add all the ad spend, it's $9,092.99. And if we add both of this, we've added $44,857 in revenue directly just from ads. So that's the math. That's as simple as there is to it, to actually winning in this restaurant game. Now let's look at the reservation and why it's important to actually have a system where it shows you where these customers are going through. This is a reservation system that we use for our clients, for the restaurants that we run. Now, the beauty of this is the transparency. Again, we're not another marketing agency where you're going to pay us money and you're going to get reports of this is how many likes you got, this is how many new followers you got. Quite frankly, if you haven't noticed or you haven't checked out our other videos, we don't care about likes, followers, all of that stuff, because that doesn't pay your bills. If you have a look at what we do, it's very transparent. You can see in the reservation system, if I hover over into this tags thing, as an example, these are screenshots, by the way, of our client accounts. You can see it highlights the first time customer and the social media lead. Now, if you're a restaurant owner and you're looking for a marketing agency to handle your restaurant, you want to have that sense of transparency that something is working, where you don't have to wait 30 days to actually get a report. And this is exactly how we do that, because we're able to show you in real time how many first time customers we're actually generating your business and which channels they're coming from. And if you click on Dimitri's name, for example, you can actually look at which specific ad campaign they came from and all the steps that it took for that appointment to be booked or that reservation to be booked. You can see it's very transparent and it shows you the exact ad campaign that we're running, and it shows you that it's their first time or a social media lead. So if you might ask, how do you know it's their first time? Well, on the calendar itself, when they're making a booking, there's just a simple questionnaire. One question there, it says, have you been here before? Yes or no? And then based on their answers, they get tagged into the system. So again, this is the most transparent way you could ever work with a restaurant marketing agency. It's very straightforward. I've just revealed to you the tactic, and I've shown you the data on how we do it for some of our clients. Now, if you are wanting to get more of an even better breakdown, or if you want to see if we can actually help you guys out, there is a form below this video. You can send us a message again on Instagram, or you can just fill out the form and our team will be in touch directly. So again, I hope you found this video super valuable. This gives you an idea of how it actually works, what you need, and effectively how we can do it for you at a profitable rate. Because if you were to, if I was to come up to you and say, we're going to spend 9K in a month on ads, which we don't ever do anyway, we start at $10 per day. And as soon as we have the CTR data, as soon as it exits out the learning phase, that's exactly when we scale the ad spend. And that's why you see ad spends like this, because the clients already trust us from months of working with us, years of working with us, and we are able to then make the decision of scaling that ad spend freely. But for new clients, obviously I know that some people are sensitive with ad spend, which is why we start with $10, $20, $30 a day until we show them that, hey, you're actually getting bookings. Here's Dimitri coming through from a social media ad. And that's when they're like, okay, I trust Rydell and Serve Marketing to actually make the decisions for me and run my ads. So that's exactly what we do. If you found any value into this and you definitely want to work with us and you're serious, fill out the form, we'll be in touch and we'll see if you actually qualify, because we're very selective with who we work with and we have limited spots. So fill out the form and we can go from there. Peace.